La 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 la, la la. Oh, 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 la 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 la, la la.
Hi, I'm Jerry. I'm down a dress size, and this is the Pound a Week kitchen. Today, I'm making leg steak. First off is the marinade. Marinades are composed of three parts always. You need flavor, you need an acid, and you need some kind of fat. So this is the base of our marinade, is a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. We also have an acid, and today we're using a 1/4 cup of white balsamic vinegar. That's going to help to break down some of the connective tissue in the steak, so it's going to become very tender. For flavor, let's start with this. I've got some extra hot horseradish, La Bamba, Italian hot peppers. You can use any hot sauce here, but I like the La Bamba, it's quite lovely. This is a 1/4 cup of really nice honey. A little bit of sweetness helps to counter the heat from the hot sauce and makes the flavors deeper and more interesting. Dijon mustard, very important. Base note to your flavors. That's a 1/4 cup of Dijon mustard, 1/4 cup of good bourbon. You can also use craft bourbon or tequila. We're going to whisk this all together. 1.5 pounds of flank steak as an entree will serve 6 people. Once it's sitting in the marinade, you need to let it sit for at least 6 hours or overnight, or several days. The longer it sits, the more tender this becomes, the more the flavor gets infused into the beef. You want to make sure that it's all covered nicely. Now, once again, through the magic of television, I've got a steak that's been marinating for about 4 days, so it's quite tender now. A couple of secrets to cooking steak. 1, let your steak come to room temperature. You don't want to cook it cold from the fridge. You want to let it sit out for about half an hour. You don't want to let it sit out all day, but about half an hour. The other thing is you want a really hot pan or a hot grill. If you're cooking it on the barbecue, start as hot as you possibly can get it, because that's going to sear the outside and lock in all those delicious juices and flavors. Coat my steak with a little bit of steak spice and some coarse sea salt. Never salt your meat until it's going on the heat. Never. It draws out too much moisture. So you want to have it hit the heat just after you've added some salt. Now, to get really beautiful grill marks, when you're halfway through cooking on this side, you want to flip your steak by 45 degrees. When you do that, you get the nice diamond pattern. So that's what we're doing. It's been on for about 5 minutes. Side 1 is done, and we're just going to flip over to. So we have a rare steak, which I'm now resting. Another very important step. You want to make sure that your steak has time to, you want to give it at least 5 minutes because it's still cooking and the juices need to relax and everything needs to relax, and then you can carve into it and it will be delicious. The secret with flank steak is that you must cut it against the grain and at a deep angle. Otherwise it's very tough. These muscle fibers are still, it's a very well used muscle, which is why the cut itself is so flavorful, but in order to be able to keep it rare and tender, you need to make sure that you are cutting against the grain and deep. Flank steak is great to have on hand because it makes amazing sandwiches, salads. Throw this on a bed of greens, mix it up with some caramelized onions and some cheese for a Philly cheesesteak. Not if you're on a diet, I guess. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the flank steak. I hope you find lots of great things to do with it. Check out my blog, poundaweek.com. That's pound-a-week.com. There'll be lots of serving suggestions, lots more recipes, and lots of tips for finding fitness at 50. Come on, check it out.